this was never happening again.
No, it's just to set the mood. It's just to set the mood for y'all.
Loyal's in protest.
I will not dance like I can hear it and then not hear it and be embarrassed.
So I'm going to take my hands and stick them in my armpits.
When I get sweaty is what
to show everyone that I'm upset.
Welcome, everyone, to the Keepin' It Real Estate Podcast. Woo! I am Kristen Little with Crystal Mortgage. I'm your residential mortgage specialist here in Florida.
I'm your homeboy, loyal Frisbie, residential realtor. And here is Crystal Curran.
Hey, I'm Crystal Curran, your licensed title agent.
Yo, what's up, my people? Not Loyal's people, my people. This is Phil Young, and I am a personal lines insurance agent located in Gainesville, Jonesville, Florida. And now, here's the man that keeps us running, Alex.
Quintero. Woo, there you go. Waiting for that full one. Alex Quintero from Empower Media. So glad to be here. Back to you, Kristen.
Yeah, let's start this off this week, guys. I have a headline to share with you. This one has made me giggle a little bit. Loyal, you'll like this one. It's a brutally honest Florida listing that went viral a month or so ago for the absolute worst house on the street. Most listings we see really highlight some good things about a home, but there was just no polishing this turd. So,
sorry.
Everyone's got something to say about that, huh?
I love the fact that you said turd, and then all of a sudden Loyal's dog started barking.
I mean, that was the turd. Maybe he needs to go out, Loyal.
Cat turd. Yeah, he just let himself through the doggy door. It's barking at squirrels. Yeah, polishing a turd, great term. All right. Yeah, keep going.
So here's a little bit of highlights from the listing. It says, here it is, literally the worst house on the street. The seller's done the hard work of cleaning up the almost half-acre property, and it only took 7 dumpsters. And now it's your chance to take it from here. Have you ever watched HGTV and thought I could do that? If so, pack up your tape measure and start Googling how to identify a load-bearing wall, because it's time to put your money where your mouth is. The roof leaks, the floor creaks, and there is a terrible draft, but this 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom home is very open concept. And by that, we mean the inside is open to the outside because several of the windows are broken. There's a large sunny window in the kitchen and absolutely nothing else. A wonderful feature for someone interested in a bright reading space and ordering takeout for every meal. It goes on and on to highlight all of the deficiencies with this home. Ultimately, the home did sell for asking price, but the plan is not to do anything with the home. They're going to bulldoze it and then rebuild. I think that's probably the best idea.
I love this. And this is so Florida. Like, if this happened anywhere else, we would just not believe it. But this, you believe. I feel bad because now all the Florida men that lived in this home now have to find another place to live.
Yeah.
And I feel good because I noticed that the realtor is a female. And so this isn't Florida man headline. And as a man, I feel good because every bad driver that cuts you off, that guy cut me off. And it's like, do we know that it's a guy?
Yeah, we do. I loved the fact that she snuck in a little bit of Oklahoma lyrics into this with the roof leaks, the floor creaks, there's a field mouse nibbling on the roof.
did not even realize that.
Rogers and Hammerstein, we go way back.
Leave it to our resident theater expert, right, Phil?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Loyal, how would you have listed this bad boy? I know you wouldn't have, but how would you have done it?
Yeah, no, full honesty is the only way to go. This was probably owned by an investor or a grandparent that died and betrothed it, unkempt as it is, and then became the responsibility of someone who's like, can anyone sell this piece of trash? And somebody's like, I know a realtor. And she was like, all right, I got this idea. And then they went full HGTV on you, which is awesome because I know you all watch it.
Oh yeah. I'm
I don't
surprised
watch
that people
insurance TV, mortgage TV, production TV, or title TV, but we all watch that HG.
I honestly think that all three of our industries, besides yours, Loyal, would be the most boring TV show known to man. It would be like The Office without the jokes.
We got jokes over here. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, wait till later on in the episode, right?
You
And
work in
then-
a frat house.
not really, but it feels
Yeah.
that way.
You do. No,
You
when I
do.
called over to your office yesterday, it sounded like there was a party going on.
Maybe.
All right.
Let's move on though. Let's talk a little bit about the Gainesville real estate market right now. Loyal, what can you tell us about some up and coming areas?
All right, I can tell you that I drive all the time, regularly every day, and that brings me throughout different areas of Gainesville, Alachua County, different little towns around here. But one segment of Gainesville that is just booming is there's tons of new construction in Southwest Gainesville. It starts as close as Grand Oaks over by the mall and then goes west and west and west, whether you're on Newberry Road or Archer Road, down by 122nd Street, which is also called Parker Road. I mean, what has been Gainesville what has been Jonesville is now Gainesville. What has been Newberry, parts of it, we do consider Gainesville. So that entire western area is just a bunch of new builds. And so there's a lot of interest there.
Lots of interest and a lot of money going into investing in these
Yeah.
properties. I could tell the difference. So my office is located out in Jonesville, and I could tell the difference just in the traffic getting out to my office that there's a huge shift, and it's pretty awesome. So I kind of love it, kind of hate it at the same time. Listen, as far as insurance goes in these new builds, that's going to keep your insurance cost way down. We love those new builds.
Crystal, what's that mean for you with a new build? Anything different?
Not really. If I were a buyer though, I would be looking at new builds because what you'd spend right now on the same house, the value in the regular starter home. We were looking at some recently with a friend, and you used to spend 165, 175, somewhere in there for that same house. Now you're looking at like 250, 275. And so why wouldn't you want to build and get your dollar value for what you're moving into if you have the time? Obviously, some
It's
people
crazy.
need a house quicker, but if you can build your own house, why wouldn't you?
Well, and that brings up a good point. There are pluses and minuses to this. Sorry, Phil. Don't worry, I'll continue. The lot sizes are much smaller. Might be one reason not to go new build. Driftwood. When I use my deep and loud voice, he responds.
Is your
Except-
dog? Hold on. Is your dog's name Driftwood?
Yes. Yes.
Continue.
Thank you. Working from home. So the lot sizes are smaller, and you tend to be closer to your neighbors, less privacy, and then sometimes they're not ready. So it's literally not move-in ready like an existing residential home, and then the location. The closer you are to town, the older the homes are, right? Because that's where the town started. AKA the homes are already there. So the only place to go is out. And the Southwest, the entire town's been moving west, but the Southwest where it's at right now.
What type of loans can you get for out there?
You can really get any type of loan out there. The area right now is eligible for USDA if you meet the income limits. Conventional is the most popular way to go, but there's no exclusions for FHA or VA either. So just about anything.
And if it's any new build along Archer Road on the south side, it's USDA. Isn't that right, Kristen? It's eligible for USDA?
That's true, but also right now, west of Parker Road is still eligible.
Okay.
I imagine that will shift in the future, but
West of Parker Road. There's not going to be anything west of Parker Road here in a minute.
well, everything's, all of Jonesville and Tioga, right?
West
So-
of Parker Road on the south side, you do have that one gas station. What's up, Alex? What were you going to say?
Yeah, so I was just saying, again, as someone who's kind of starting their home buying journey here and maybe looking out that way, what would you say are some of the big pros of living out that way, kind of west? Because I think of Gainesville as, like your 34th to 13th Street. So we're obviously past there, talking about this region. So just kind of pros, cons of living out there. What do you guys think?
The electricity costs are way lower. That's a pro.
That's nice.
Underground utilities for when we have hurricanes.
There's a lot of, as homes pop up, there's more commercial too. You're going to have your Publix, you're going to have new restaurants. We're seeing a lot of that pop up that way too.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys just hear that pop up?
What?
I heard a sound. Philip.
I don't know what sound you heard. Could it be the wheel of my people?
Lovely. Yes, I think it could have been that.
I hate Zoom cameras where you're like,
And
where
it's
is
all
it?
written backwards.
It's all written backwards. Just
Hey,
how
if
I
you're-
like my life.
If you're following the KIRE journey by now, you know what that wheel is, though. So
It has been a journey, you all. All right, so I'm gonna spin y'all. You ready for this?
Yes.
We have some whammies and some Oompa Loompas on here, though, per Loyal's request. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
You are our whammy, Phil. Way to go.
Phil the Thrill Young.
I actually might be worse than a whammy. I'm actually pretty sure. All right, so I get to introduce the topic because it landed on me. It's the first time I ever won anything. I'm so excited about it. All right, so today it's going to be a very Kristen-centric conversation, and I'm really kind of excited about it. So it is the different loan types and how it affects the buying process. Kristen, I'm going to turn this over to you because I think it's going to stem to more conversation. Take it away.
So I'll do a quick run through of the different loan types that we typically see. And then I want to talk with you guys about how it affects the different parts of the loan transaction. The big four would be conventional, FHA, VA, and USDA. Conventional is our standard loan type. Those are not funded by the government. So they're going to have the best interest rates, but they are more sensitive to credit score and some other factors. FHA is a big one in our area. They has the expanded ratio guidelines, so has a little more flexibility for people that need it. VA is specific to our eligible veterans. We have a lot of those in the area. It's an absolutely wonderful loan. I love to do those. Thank you, Phil. And also finally, USDA. I mentioned that earlier. A lot of areas surrounding Gainesville, not the city of Gainesville, but the surrounding areas are eligible, allows for no down payment, and does have an income limit though. So if it's something you're interested in, check with me first. So how do these affect the loan process? I will say for conventional, FHA, VA, I don't see any extra time needed for those. Those are pretty much all the same. USDA is the only one that does have an extra review at the end. So I would allow for about an extra week to week and a half, depending on turn times for those loans. What do you guys think? Loyal, what are you seeing as far as loan types on your end?
Well, the most surprising one has been the new left-handed loan type. The discount the left-handers. I don't know if you guys know this. There's only 10% of people in the world that are left-handed, and most of them are presidents of the United States of America. So that's not true.
No.
No, it's really not. Okay, yeah, so no. It's a big deal. Kristen, especially the last thing you said about the extra time that it takes to close on a USDA, and the fact that with the USDA, a buyer does not need to put down any money, right? Because they're allowed to ask for a closing costs as well from the seller. So usually when a buyer doesn't have to put down money, it's because they don't have money to put down. And so that has a difficult, that makes for a difficult process for buyers with a USDA loan, because in this market of competing offers, USDA loans don't require anything to be fixed, but they take a long time. And the stronger the buyer, I'm holding up a section of 3 nails that I put together with poster putty. I'll put it down now. With a stronger buyer, there's less of a chance of it not closing. So someone that has better finances, less financial concerns, more money down, that sort of thing. Which reminds me, I did skip the word of the day. But I really don't care about that right now.
We'll go back.
It's fine. Water under the bridge. I will say that on the loan types, you have to be careful with deductibles because each loan type is going to have a different requirement. But Kristen, if you're working with a really good mortgage processor like Kristen Little with Chris Doring Mortgage, give her a call today for a great rate. She is really good at communicating what I need to do because, yes, I'm an insurance expert, but I'm not a loan expert. So that's typically what gets pushed through underwriting. It's not her being a jerk when she says that, hey, you need to have a lower deductible to get through this, but this is something that you require. I believe the USDA loan is kind of like that, right?
Yes, it does have a limit to the amount of deductible, and that guideline might be changing soon. So I'm not going to say what it is currently on the air, but have a lender that is aware of what those kinds of guidelines and rules would be. Crystal actually sent over a client to me that needed some assistance with the USDA loan recently, and this client in particular knows just how important it is to have someone that's familiar with the loan type and the guidelines for it, because there's a lot of them.
But it's so important to go local, and also to make sure that who you're using is knowledgeable. So we're not just saying use Kristen Little with Chris Doring Mortgage because she's our bestie. We're saying go local every single time, because when you don't, there's no investment into you as a person. So my brother, he was super young, got sick of paying rent. And I said, let's get you a house. Like, you guys have great jobs. It's time for you to just take that next step. And he didn't listen to me at first. And he went online, got this lender, and she point blank in writing in an email told him, because I told him he would probably qualify for USDA. He was moving to the middle of nowhere. So I said, you should do USDA. You'd be able to spend more on upgrades to the house, all of that. And she told him that, oh, I'm sorry, like, you can't do USDA right now. I don't know if you know about the pandemic, but the government doesn't have any money right now.
That's not even true.
It was not true. And I said, so
Even I know
started,
that's not true.
he started doing
whack.
a different type of loan. And so when it's not someone local and it's not someone that's invested because they are going to run into you or be the sponsor of your kids' soccer team or whatever, They don't care about you as a person. They're just seeing how much money can they make and how fast can they make it. And USDA takes a little bit longer, and some lenders don't want to deal with it, or they don't know about it. So they try to push you to another thing. And so it's a disservice to our buyers.
Yep. And I got to say 2 things about that. It's not a myth that national lenders are the lose. They actually are the lose. I had one fall through yesterday because of a local lender, and I had another, I keep saying it backwards, roll the tape. I had one through fall yesterday because it was a national lender. I also had one, as I'm representing the seller, so it was this buyer's choice from their realtor. And then I also had one that was trying to fall through yesterday because their national lender forgot to order the appraisal. The deal about local lenders or local professionals, Phil, Crystal, Alex, all of us, is that we live by our reputations. As a realtor, if I go to a lender and they're not able to make the deal work out, when the seller wants to sell, the buyer wants to buy, I found the buyer, we're all together, we've agreed to terms, and then it still falls through. No, that affected every one of our lives negatively. And so if that happens, I can't trust that lender with my business, because my business needs to help people succeed at purchasing and at selling. So it really, really, really does make a difference about a local lender. And I'm the one that asked Kristen to be affiliated with me through dog barking and the BNI chapter that we're in, because I think they're the best. They've never let one fail. So the other thing I wanted to say is just to give everybody an idea, overview real quick on the loan hierarchy. Cash equals no loan. So there's the top of the hair right there for cash. Sellers prefer that because it goes like this. It doesn't need an appraisal. It doesn't need a survey. Sometimes they don't do inspections even. Then it goes conventional loan. There is nothing required to be fixed. The closing time is 30 days. And then there is FHA, I would say VA, because it requires everything to be perfect, but the money is guaranteed. It's not going to fall through. That lender is secure. That stuff is decided before you have even seen that buyer. They're good to go. The next one is FHA, perhaps opinion, 45 days to close. Kristen is able to do it quicker sometimes, but 45 days to close, and everything's got to be perfect on it. It's Federal Housing Authority. The government is buying this home, and they're not buying a lemon. So particular plumbing, electrical, AC, and roof are the big 4 major expenses. They have to be good, but even down to screens on windows. Every window must have a screen. And areas of wood rot, it's very common. Florida, Gainesville is an area nicknamed the swamp. So having houses made of wood equals wood rot sometimes, and there can't be a single inch of it for an FHA home. And then USDA, like we already talked about, with its limitations.
Love it.
Do you?
Very informative, Laurel.
Okay. You're welcome. By the way, I'd just like to point out that no one said thank you, and I've never won the dad joke competition, but
Always next time.
Yeah.
That's your favorite section too, Loyal. So you had to
don't rub it in, bruh.
You're the one that created that section.
That comment is not constructive criticism. It's just criticism.
It's destructive criticism.
It's a negative observation that you chose to share publicly.
Oh man.
And
Well,
to my own ears, most importantly.
Loyal, you
I
were
moved
so-
on.
On
We're
to
so
the
excited
dad
to-
joke, so.
Sensitive.
What about the word? What's
yeah,
the
we
word?
know we gotta back it up. Laura, you were so excited to introduce our word earlier. So why don't we go ahead and get ready to introduce it so we can teach these people here some vocab who are listening.
Okay. So was it me? Am I
It's
taking?
you. Tell us.
All
Tell
right.
us.
Just say the word and then I'll
You're
give
so
you a
excited.
The
definition.
word has an AKA set of roll call, but the word that we've chosen for today is impounds.
Dun dun dun.
Impounds.
So ominous.
Crystal, take it away.
Yeah. So an impound account is also called an escrow account, depending on where you live. is simply an account maintained by your mortgage company to collect insurance and tax payments that are necessary for you to keep your home, but are not technically part of the mortgage. So there are closing documents that actually call it impounds. And we definitely get a lot of questions on that one because impound doesn't sound like a very good word.
It sounds like your car you were telling me about, that old Mitsubishi you stopped payment on in the 90s. Yeah,
All right.
you know.
Sweet. So when you hear impound, you really are
That's
hearing
scary.
escrow. Is that what you hear?
Escrow, prepaids, they all mean the same thing. It's an account to hold your taxes and your insurance to make sure those get paid on time as they come due.
Right.
Oh,
And-
you mean
and-
so I can't get a phone call 3 months later saying, "Hey, I didn't pay my insurance premium," and then now they have a 3-month lapse, and then I have to rewrite them with a company that will take them a 3-month lapse, and they're really not happy about it because it's a lot more expensive, and that just sounds really silly to me. I don't really know why anyone would want to do that.
Nobody wants to
I've
do
never
that.
had a customer like that.
Tell us how you really feel, Phil.
I'm still inhaling after I said all that after the exhale. So
Oh man. Yeah, they could use a word less ominous because I hear impounds. I'm like, oh man, that sounds
It is a scary word.
Yeah,
So your
it's a
first
scary
time
word.
home buyer always is like, I don't think so. So dad jokes.
yeah,
You were so excited. You do it. You go
I think
first.
Loyal should go last this time, and I think that's probably the reason why he's never won, because he
Oh,
always goes first, and it like takes a while to warm up. I think Alex should go first.
Oh man, you are all right.
You
I'll
better
set us
quick
off.
Google search.
I
Yeah,
know. Was he
no.
Googling it right then?
Relax. I got it ready. Here we go, guys. Okay, so check it out. What do you call Labrador retrievers in a canoe?
Labra canoe.
Don't know.
That's the doggy paddle.
Has anyone else noticed that Alex laughs the hardest at his jokes?
Hey man,
That's the way it
don't
should
take
be.
my joy away from me, Phil.
I
I
love
would
it.
be like you, Alex.
I love it so much.
I'll go next.
Wait,
Who designed King Arthur's round table? Circumference.
Ooh, Crystal coming in with the geometry jokes.
I like the math joke.
I went nerdy.
Glasses.
I'll go.
Eh.
I read a new study recently that says that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. Sounds about right though, because I can't remember the last time I ate a monkey.
Got it.
Ooh,
I like that one.
I do like that one. That's some highbrow humor. Speaking of lowbrow humor, y'all, what is brown and sticky?
stick.
Whoa, what did you just say?
A stick.
You always get on me for ruining your jokes, Alex. I
Oh,
think you
that
and I
was
are
your
gonna have to
joke?
fight.
Was that the joke?
That is the
I just
joke.
thought it was going to be better than
Nope.
that. Maybe
Nope,
I had
it
higher
is
expectations.
straight up
for
a
you, Phil.
stick.
You know, with karma, that was the mud. It came on the back end because you had given the karma, and now you just got mud right in the pants.
Well, you better take that
All
All right,
car.
your pants.
You better take that car, Ma, and impound it.
Well said.
Let's
All
see.
right, do you
All
want
right.
the
Woo.
short joke or a not as short joke?
I mean,
Which one's your
that's a-
funniest?
All right, well, the pressure's on. Okay. I went to a zoo, but there was only one animal. It was a dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
I like that one.
I like it.
Why
give
is
it
it
a-
that we
I give it-
always give the winners? It's always someone with profanity.
I give it a 10 out of 10 in delivery, Loyal. Your
Thank you.
delivery
That's a
was
good delivery.
perfect on that.
Thank you.
And for those of you that are probably listening to this, Loyal just deadpanned completely to the camera while he was saying this. Not even a smile. But that classic.
Thank you. I learned from you that that's how a deadpan works. You're not supposed to smile. Not a smile pan.
It's not a smile pan.
No,
It's not a
don't
drip
call it that.
pan.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, not even just as a consolation thing, but Loyal, I do think your joke was the funniest this week.
I agree.
Yay!
Maybe it is going last. It's something going last there. Crystal, do you wanna cast your vote there?
Crystal's
I
like,
said yeah.
no, I
Oh, you
was the
said yeah.
funniest.
Yes.
Crystal,
Mine wasn't funny.
like,
Yes.
I'm so mad right now.
I want to bust out until we are the champions.
Loyal,
Congrats.
What, 7 episodes? This is episode 7 now, and we're finally here, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well,
We
Congratulations.
are the
Recalling the numbers.
champions, my friend. Bum, bum, bum.
I love it. I love it, everyone. Well, hey, so before we get going here, I know it has been a good couple weeks for our Keeping It Real Estate team here. So let's check in, guys. Let's check in. Phil, you got any good
Yeah.
news you want to share with people?
You know what? It's amazing what we can do when we don't have to film a podcast. There's been a lot of great things going on in this world. I am now wrapping up. This is the final weekend of a musical, which makes me happy because theaters are now opening up. Take that, COVID. The show must go on. It's at the Star Center Theater, and it's called Next to Normal, and it is the happiest romp you will ever witness.
It's not.
on opposite day.
Crystal saw it. Crystal, was it not the happiest, funniest thing you've ever seen?
I did laugh lots. It was very good. The singing is amazing. The casting was really good. I was not expecting the lap dance that was delivered, but it was a good, not to me. I didn't get a lap dance.
Did Phil do a good job?
Let
on
me
it?
make
I-
sure.
I don't think
My
that's part
husband,
of
if
the
he's
show.
watching this, I did not get a lap dance from anybody at
This time.
this
Yeah.
one.
I
No,
did not.
off script there
Also,
for a second.
for the record, I did not.
Because
the
you
lap
were the
dance.
one dancing.
No, I didn't dance. It
A
was not me.
completely different character. I just wasn't, it was very, I didn't know it was coming.
There is a lot of layers to this story, but we won't go into that.
Because you should go see it because there's only 1 week left.
Only one weekend left: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
By the time this will get posted, it'll be.
Wow, your voice
Alex,
sounds
you're not
great
supposed
right
to
now.
say that.
Alex.
Yeah,
They were going to go look it up. You don't have to
Yeah.
tell.
Well, maybe Alex will post.
You're a joy killer today, Alex.
Yeah, Alex.
What?
Maybe.
Twice now.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna mute
regardless,
myself for the rest of the episodes.
regardless, even if you, yeah, Alex, drink some water. Maybe you should listen to it anyway because it deals with mental health and it's a really, really important story to tell. Go seek help regardless.
Absolutely.
Crystal, you've got any news?
Sure. In all of our free time, I have opened a new company with my best friend. So tomorrow, which is our grand opening. So we're very excited. So Spring's Title is now a thing.
Say the name again.
That's awesome.
Spring's
title
Title
in San Velasco, Tech City.
Yeah, Alex, I want to see that
within the
logo
tech
pop
city.
up.
She brings the tech to the city.
Brings the title.
That's
to
why
the
I'm
tech
so
city.
awesome at dual screens.
Have you ever
What a
figured
weird
that
thing
one
to
out?
brag about.
Now I unplugged it in today.
Yeah, y'all. So make sure you check out the brand new Facebook that you guys have as well too for Spring's Title. That's now up and running and all that, so we can follow Crystal on her title journey. Loyal, what's the good news from you coming to this week, my friend?
Real estate market is slamming, which means my two favorite things is going on because I'm busy, and that means that I'm helping people and making money, and that rules. I mean, look at this indoor-outdoor garden I was able to afford. Yeah, that's awesome. And I played a show, and it went real well. It was fun to be singing again.
It was
And
awesome.
thanks, buddy.
You can watch it. Can you still watch it? It's on YouTube. It was on live stream
Yeah.
on YouTube.
It is on YouTube somewhere, and I do not know if you can watch it anymore because I wasn't the one that posted it. But yeah, so that's cool, and the family's doing well. And we're planning a vacay.
You're gonna need it after this housing market finally slows down a little bit, huh?
We'll see. I'm looking forward to 2023 when that happens.
If by then.
Right.
Kristen,
I got
can't leave you
nothing.
out. Nothing.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is my life right now. Just come, work, go home, sleep, work again. So,
Repeat.
yep. I'm
But-
looking forward to one of those vacation days.
I do
Yeah.
have to say, regardless of how busy you are, your hair is absolute fire.
Thank you.
Always.
I dig it.
That's
And
my
also,
balance.
we got to hear Kristen sing yesterday. I'm not going to put her on the spot to do it, but
Please don't.
I should have recorded it.
It was incredible.
Yep, it was quite amazing. She's
I'll send you all the lyrics. We can do it all together next time.
Kristen Little coming to a karaoke bar near you.
It was
I know,
uh,
Kristen.
terrifying.
So I just have one last question to ask. Well, two. Alex, what's your share?
Oh man, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now. All good things. So, as we know, I'm also an entertainment guy, not just producer guy, and that is coming back fast and furious for sure. So, picking up lots of new live music clients. I mean, I'm back to DJing every weekend, which is my first passion and all that. Yeah, woo. So in the club, right, with headphones just like these.
Wait,
so things are good.
What's your DJ's name?
DJ Hondro is my DJ name, as in Alejandro.
Doesn't it start with a J?
Yeah, Hondro, like Alejandro.
Don't
Alejandro
even-
is spelled ALEJANDRO.
I'm gonna read that.
Uh,
White boy
cultures
crazy is gonna
other
read
than
that and be like
mine.
DJ Jandro.
Yeah, people give me that all the time, but why change it now?
Phonetically.
All
That's
right,
how you read it.
I think it's time to sign off and tell everybody what's the word. So, Philip, you are keeping it.
Updated.
Kristen, keeping it.
Fancy.
Crystal, keeping it.
Fresh.
Of course you are. Alex, keeping it.
Empowering.
Nice, not impounded. And this is Loyal Frisbie for Keeping It Real Estate, saying keeping it real
Estate.
estate.
I love you all.
Love you too.